This is a Sports Catastrophe production. Hey there, Heather, ho there, it's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe on this date. And on this day, May the 2nd, 1939, a famous event just had to happen. It was the New York Yankees taking on the Detroit Tigers in a big game at Tiger Stadium. Well, it wasn't called Tiger Stadium at the time. It was called Brick Stadium. Do we have to be technical about this? Do we? Do we? Well, anyway, the New York Yankees were set to face the Detroit Tigers. The Yankees were 5-3 to start the season. The Tigers were 6-5. The Yankees had some rainouts. The New York Yankees were good. Their starting lineup at short was Frankie Crosetti. At third is Red Rolf. Center field, Tommy Henrik. Catcher, Bill Dickey. Left field, Charlie Keller. Right fielder and Canadian, George Selkirk. Second base, Joe Gordon. At first base, Babe Dahlgren and Red Ruffing at pitcher. So the score is 22. And they crushed the Detroit Tigers 22-2. The first four Tigers pitchers they threw out there gave up at least 4 runs. George Gill gave up 1 run in 2 2/3 innings. But basically, Red Ruffing was just that good. It was just dominating. I mean, they scored 6 runs in the first inning alone on their way to their 22-2 win. It was huge. It was a great moment. Obviously, you know by the pitcher what I'm going to get at, but, doesn't matter. Because somebody was not in the lineup for the first time in God knows how long. In almost 14 years. That's right, Lou Gehrig. This was the day, May 2nd, 1939, that the Yankees did not have Lou Gehrig even come in as a pinch hitter or a pinch runner or a defensive replacement. Yep, he had it all that. Gehrig, on June 1st, 1925, Gehrig actually entered the game as a pinch hitter, substituting for P.B. Weninger. The next day, June 2nd, 1925, Miller Huggins decided to put him at first base instead of Wally Pipp, who had a headache. And Pipp did have a slump. So he replaced Pipp, Aaron Ward, not that Aaron Ward, and Wally Shang. Little did everyone know that Wally Pipp's headache would be the start of one of the greatest baseball records of all time. Unfortunately, it was shattered, but whatever. So anyhow, Lou Gehrig is an icon. Everyone knows that. And, Wally Pipp's career didn't really end well because of that. So basically, when someone replaces someone due to injury and does well, and that person falls into obscurity, it's the Wally Pipp syndrome. There were a few instances Gehrig could have not had his 2,130 consecutive games. In 1933, he was hit in the head by a ball accidentally pitched by Earl Whitehill of the Senators. Fortunately, he remained in the game. Gehrig was actually ejected from the game in June 1933, but he already batted, so technically he was in the game. In an exhibition game, Gehrig was hit by a pitch just above the right eye and was knocked unconscious. But fortunately, he was okay. And Gehrig had a lumbago attack, July 1934. He was listed as shortstop batting leadoff. He singled in his first appearance and was replaced by a pinch runner to rest his throbbing back. There was speculation that this back problem might have been the first symptom of his debilitating disease. In addition, x-rays taken later in his life said that he had several fractures during his playing career. And he remained in the lineup despite all the undisclosed injuries. There were rumors circulating that the streak was helped when Yankees GM Ed Barrow postponed a game as a rainout on a day when Gehrig was sick with the flu, although it was not raining. He was actually persuaded by his wife Eleanor to end the streak at 1,999 games by acting sick. But he didn't do it. So Gehrig's 2,130 career games endured the test of time. But Cal Ripken surpassed that and did that and ended it at 2,632. Gehrig could not possess his formidable power during spring training in 1939. It was huge and all that. Gehrig's coordination speed deteriorated significantly. He only had 1 RBI and 143 batting average. It was basically trouble and all that. He was actually meeting the ball. He only struck out once. So, anyway, yeah. Lou Gehrig had issues and all that. So Gehrig told manager Joe McCarthy he was benching himself for the good of the team, and so Babe Dogman was put in at first base. Gehrig took the lineup card and all that. And then the Detroit announcer said, "Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time Lou Gehrig's name will not appear in the Yankee lineup in 2,130 career games." That was the last time he would be playing a game. He would never play another baseball game after that. He was on the bench for the rest of the season and was team captain, but his condition was very deteriorating. And doctors on June 19th, 1939, Gehrig's 36th birthday, said he had amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, or ALS. And then when Lou Gehrig died and was the first key person to have that, it was named Lou Gehrig's disease. So Lou Gehrig was an icon, to be sure. I mean, 2,130 games. I know Ripken's is 2,600 plus. But here's the facts. If you look at the numbers, if you play in a full 162 game season, like you play every day for 162 games. Well, back in Gehrig's days, they only played 154 regular season games. But anyway, 2,130 divided by 162 is 13.14. So basically, you have to play 13 straight seasons every day to reach Gehrig's record. 13 plus. That's amazing. Most baseball careers don't last more than 13 years unless you're a durable guy who could contribute with the bat or with the ball if you're a pitcher. Subsequently, with Ripken's mark, you have to play 16.2 seasons. So you have to be playing every game, every day for 16 seasons. That's amazing, though, too, to look at the numbers like that. So to reach Gehrig's mark, you have to be playing every game for 13 plus years, and for Ripken, in 16 plus years, without missing a game. That's just shocking. Numbers don't lie. Bye, bye, bye. Anyway, I'm Jeff Diamond. I do.